99.4. So part A of the question, they ask you to construct the 95% confidence interval. So can you please construct now? With all this information, please use your GC, not your formula. I will call randomly. Why today got test? Huh? Eight of them not in the class. They got the confidence interval already. Okay, Ramisa, may I know what is a confidence interval?
My calculator is slowing down, Miss. Can you wait?
Huh? Your
Miss,
calculator slow down. Okay, I wait.
yes, Miss, because
Okay,
I
okay,
did
I
not
wait.
charge
It's
it
okay,
yet.
it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I wait, I wait. So can you tell me the answer now? Can you tell me the answer now? Ramisa? Ramisa, can you tell me the answer now?
Miss, is it 98.904?
Come on.
And 99.896?
Okay, put it in words, please, Ramisa. Put it in words, please.
I didn't understand you. In words means?
This is what is shown by the calculator. So put it in words.
Also,
Like the question is in words. Backs of
90,
so
95% at a, sorry, 95% confidence. I'm not sure.
yeah. You cannot say you are not sure. This one, no one in the class has the right to say not sure because I have been repeating this many times. Please set it up.
95% confidence.
Continue.
Because it's high of 98.904 and 99.896.
Is that the way to say? You listen to how your friends say? Okay. Emily, can you please put this in word? Emily. Can you put this confidence interval in words? We are 95% confident that I told you already, you cannot say you are not sure. please say it in words. Don't type. Don't give me the excuse that the mic is not working and so on and so forth. The technology that you all have is much better than mine. By the way, when I say like that, I'm not angry. No, Emily, I will not take that. I say put it in words. That means there's no, I don't want what? I don't want mathematical equation. There's no inequality, nothing. I want it to be in words. I tell you, if I don't force you to do it now, exam you are going to. I'm not angry. I'm just telling you that you have to. We are 95% confident that you see, young people, when I tell you, what is the parameter that we are interested in this case? Okay, Ethan, can you give me the answer? Say slowly, Ethan, please.
All right, sure. We are 95% confident that the true mean weight of the bag of cashew nuts can go as low as 98.9 grams and can go as high as 99.8 grams.
You see, you have to tell me the parameter that you are interested in. We are 95% confident that the true mean weight of what? Of bags, or the question there stated correct? Bags of what? Salted cashew nut. Can go as low as 98.9 gram and as high as 99.9 gram. So your book say this part your book write, some people they write like that, lie between. So I prefer not to, because I want to let you have the understanding of that this is a predicted value. So I purposely rewrite it in that way. You go and see all the book, they put it lie between. So that means these are the possible predicted population mean weight of bags of salted cashew nut. I told you how important it is to specify the confidence interval for true population mean in words. So if I illustrate it as number line, did you read whatever I sent it to you about the two questions in your textbook? I tell you, you want to be enjoying your study, you must be a person who can do your own self-study. That is how all the famous scientists mathematician or anyone, why they are so successful? It's because they like what they are doing. If I, as a teacher, I don't like what I'm doing, do you think I will put in effort and so particular about your learning? Hello, young people. You learn not because of going for exam. You learn because you want the knowledge, you want how things work, so that you can make a world a better place for yourself to stay. Okay, so that means these are the confidence interval. Confidence interval for true population mean cashew nut. That means it is telling me the possible value. That means it's telling me the possible value of the true mean weight. That is the meaning of confidence interval. The possible value of the true mean weight. Are you clear? Possible or the predicted value, up to you. So it can be any value here. So I can use any value between this one to count to take it as the population mean weight. Okay. Anyone got any question about the meaning of confidence interval? If I ask you to put it in words, do you know? So this is called interpret. Tell people what is the number tell you. What does that mean? Like when you read numbers in the newspaper, when you read the numbers in the report about our COVID-19, do you understand what is it or not? Do you know what is it trying to tell you now? That is the purpose why you learn statistics, so that you won't be fooled by people. When people write a report on the newspaper or in the magazine or in the internet nowadays, when you read an article, you know whether the person is saying the right thing or not. Okay, now part B. So on the confidence interval to test the claim that the mean net weight of the bags is 100 grams. So how are you going to say that? So do we have sufficient evidence? So you have only two choices. That is, we have insufficient evidence to reject, or we have sufficient evidence to reject. Okay, Mikia, try. So which one you want to choose? You have to know. Mikia?
Yes.
Please. Use the confidence interval to test the claim that the mean net weight of bags is 100 grams. So the claim, mean net.
Like I'm count. Okay.
So I told you, you have only two choices. So you
949.
or so everything is the same. We have sufficient evidence to reject. To reject what? You talk about. We have insufficient evidence to reject what? So every time when you write a claim, you write it this way. That's it.
Okay.
Unless you really understand the thing you want to write in your own way, go ahead. Make sure it is correct. I'm not so rigid until that you have to follow this. If you really don't know, then you better follow this.
I think there is insufficient evidence because like the confidence interval does not give a result that is 100 grams.
How I know the confidence interval doesn't have the result of 100 grams? Did you make any comparison?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't everything just say confidence interval, confidence interval. So if you give me the kind of, hold on. If you give me the kind of justification, correct, I will give you 0 mark. Because when you say justification, you must have a comparison of the number. You use the number from the confidence interval, you justify it. You don't just tell me confidence
I
interval.
think there is sufficient evidence because like the confidence
Don't say
interval-
cost like. Please put it properly. As if you are writing a report. Okay, Mikia, try.
So there is, wait. We have sufficient evidence to reject that. No, wait, insufficient.
To reject what? To reject what? You have to tell me to reject what?
That the mean net weight is 100 grams.
Mean net weight of what?
Of the bag of cashew nuts.
Okay. Continue.
Did I say insufficient?
I don't know. You are the one who said it. You better remember what you say.
We have insufficient evidence to reject that the total cashew nuts in the bag are 100 grams because like this confidence interval is near to the unit, can be rounded off near to the unit of 100 grams.
Okay, Mikia, can you do round off? Can you round up for this case?
No.
So you see, you don't think that justify a claim is things that is so easy. If you don't know where to focus, if you don't know how to do it, that's it. Okay, I'm going to call another person to justify the claim. Insufficient evidence to reject, that means you don't reject. Okay, sufficient evidence to reject, that means you reject. Do you get me? That is the meaning. Okay, now. Yeah, Kelvin?
I think it's sufficient evidence to reject.
You don't say you think. You just give me whatever you interpret.
Okay.
Please say it down.
We have sufficient evidence to reject the claim that
Don't
the
say,
mean weight,
okay, the claim that the mean net weight of bags of cashew nut is 100 grams because
as the predicted mean weight is 99.4 grams.
is it the predicted mean weight is 99.9? Huh? You use this one? Then what for I calculate
99.9.
Then what for I calculate that? Yes. Okay. So we always will say we have sufficient evidence to reject what? You have to write down the claim to reject. So that the mean net weight of bags. You have no choice. You just have to write down everything. Cashew nuts is 100 gram because same thing also here, same thing. Then you write down because. Because what? The highest predicted or the highest possible, if you don't want to use predicted, mean weight. So this one you can just write mean weight because here I talk about the cashew nut already. Okay, if you want to say the confidence interval, you also can say the confidence interval. Okay, because the highest predicted mean weight is only 99.9 gram, which is less than 100 gram. If you want to write in word, you can just say which is less than 100 gram. So you have sufficient evidence to reject because the highest of the mean weight in the confidence interval is only 99.9 gram. So it will not happen. 100 gram will not happen. So this part and this part can change, depend on what is the scenario. Then because then you refer to the confidence interval to make a to make the justification. So when you justify something, you cannot just say because the confidence interval. So I don't know the value. So must have a comparison. Why you have sufficient evidence to reject? Why you have insufficient evidence to reject? So the because here is your comparison. Are you clear? Okay, so now I want you to justify the claim of the customer. The claim of the customer. The customer claim, huh? Do you see the customer claim? Okay, can someone tell me the customer claims?
The bags have been lighter in recent purchases.
Okay. Yeah. Customer claims is the bag okay, the bags have been lighter. Okay, so we are going to do the something. We have sufficient or insufficient evidence to reject.
Sufficient.
Okay, good. Sufficient evidence to reject. Yeah, so we have sufficient evidence to reject. Same thing like the above. Okay, because Because is it the same
Because-
as this one?
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you see in your book? I just want to let you know, in your book, they will write it that we have sufficient evidence to reject the claim of the customer that said the bags have been lighter because the whole confidence interval is below 100 grams. So it's better to put it like what I have here, so that show to the examiner you really understand what you mean by confidence interval. Don't just keep saying confidence interval, confidence interval. Confidence interval is to tell you that the possible value of the predicted population mean based on a sample mean. Are you clear?
Chair.
Hmm?
I don't really understand the customer
Yeah,
because
it
I
should
thought
be
it's lighter.
insufficient evidence to reject. Should be
Okay.
insufficient evidence to reject the claim. Hello, Wing Shun. Should be insufficient evidence to reject the claim.
Wait, why?
I don't reject the claim because she claimed lighter, ma. Okay, so it can be very confusing, huh? So you have to listen here. Okay, I will write down. Okay, we have insufficient evidence to reject okay, I write down the claim. We have insufficient to reject the claim I said the customer claim, that the bag have been lighter. Lighter means the weight is less because the highest possible predicted mean weight of bags of cashew nut is only 99.9 grams, which is less than 100 grams. So we have insufficient evidence to reject the claim. I mean, this claim we don't reject. So you get it? You get it? When to use sufficient evidence to reject, that means you reject the claim. Insufficient evidence to reject, that means you don't reject the claim. But I cannot say the claim is right. Okay, anyone have any issue? If you say you have insufficient evidence to reject, that means you don't, the claim is not wrong based on this evidence. Just put it clear like that. But you cannot use the word true. Hello?
Yeah.
If I want to put it in another way, okay, I will say that, okay, from the evidence of the confidence interval that we get in part A, we don't reject the claim. We don't reject the claim of that the bags have been lighter because the highest possible predicted mean weight is only 99.9, which is less than 100 grams. So everything is what? Evidence-based. Are you okay? Okay. So we go to part 3. Question 3. Okay, please read the question and write it down. Okay, so this is a situation. This is the past history. Okay, now they want to, okay, with the set, okay, then they say that a random sample of price of 389 different bottles of wine. So 389 will be the sample size. So the sample size is more than 30. So we can use central limit theorem and we can find the confidence interval, predict the confidence interval for the mean price. Yeah. So can you please take out your calculator and predict and write it in words? Everyone, please write it down. I give you 2 minutes to do that. This sample size is very big. The confidence level is 95. Okay. Junjae, give me the answer.
Is it 13.275 and 13.325?
Okay, give me in words. Put it in words, Junjae. Junjae, write it in words.
We are 95% confidence interval that the true mean
We are 95% what? Junjae, just repeat.
95% true confidence
Yeah, some more.
that the true mean sample price can go as low as 13.275 and as high as 13.325. Just like that, right?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm.
Money, round off to 2 decimal place, okay?
Okay.
Other than that, 3 significant figure.
Okay.
Okay. So for your textbook, the part B, I don't like the way they put because they use the word accept. ACCEPT. We are not supposed to. We are not accepting. It's not 100% right. So I rephrase the question. Okay, we are 95% confident that the true, not sample price, sorry. This one should be out. True population mean price. Mean price of what? So have to be specific. The true population mean price of what? Junjae? Of what, Junjae? Mean price of what? If you look at the first line of question 3, then you will know. Of a bottle. Try to be as specific as possible, okay? Okay, the true population mean price of a bottle of wine. And if good, if you say a bottle of wine from where, I don't know, okay? So the question didn't say so. Okay, so try to be as specific as possible. Thanks for someone reminded me. Okay, the true population mean price of a bottle of wine can go as low as this one. We are 95% confident. Okay, good. So part B, I rephrase the question is there insufficient evidence to reject that the mean price has fallen? The mean price of a bottle of wine has fallen. Explain. Okay, so take some time to think about it. So if you want to compare, what you can do is you draw your confidence interval. You present it as a number line. So this is the confidence interval for true mean price of a bottle of wine. And this is the mean price long ago, 12 months ago. The mean price is 13.45. So you do like that, then you have the visual, then you can make a comparison. Okay. So that means I don't reject the claim. Insufficient evidence means you, based on this evidence, I don't reject the claim because, okay, Phoebe,
Yes. Because the highest predicted mean price of a bottle of wine is 13.33, which is less than the old mean price, which is 13.45.
that's it. You see or not? The moment you illustrate this one, then you make a comparison, then that's it. You get the correct answer. Okay. So we have insufficient evidence to reject the claim that said the mean price has fallen. Yeah. Because the highest possible predicted mean price of a bottle of wine is 13.33, which is less than the old price. That is 13.45. Okay. Can I? So now I'm going to base on this set another question that if the question sound like that. Okay. So I believe everyone know how to write already, so I'm not going to write down. So see, I'm going to ask question like that. Okay, find the highest probability that the price of a bottle of wine is more than 13.45. Assume that the distribution of bottles of wine, the distribution of the price, okay, of bottle of wines is normally distributed. So now, in this case, am I talking about the population or am I talking about the sample mean? I'm talking about the price. I'm talking about the population. So now, when you do these type of questions, that means now your population, the mean, you can take any value between here. So now I have two extreme normal distribution for the population, the price population distribution. Yep, I got two extreme. One is I use the mean of 13.28. The other one is I use the mean of 13.33. Right? Yep. So now, this is the population mean. Huh? Okay, so now I want to find the probability of this one. More than 14. More than 13.45. So which one will give me the highest probability? The lowest mean, the lowest predicted population mean, or the highest predicted population mean?
Oh, yes.
That obviously is the highest, correct? This is the highest predicted population mean. Because it is nearer to 13.45. If you don't know, you calculate both. So how you calculate? Because I say assume is normally distributed, correct? So when you do your calculation, you do like that. Probability of, okay, I let X be the price of a bottle, okay, greater than 13.45. So I use normal CDF. Okay, 13.45, comma, 10 to the power 99. The mean, I use this one, 13.28. The standard deviation, use this one, 0.25. Okay, you count the probability. Then the other extreme, also the same situation. You also use normal CDF. What you do is you just change the mean only. So that means the probability will lie between these two values. Definitely this one will give you a higher probability. Yeah, for this case. If for less, then the lower one will give you the higher probability. Okay, so you have to go to your normal CDF. Yeah, can everyone start to count? So this one is 0.24825. Okay, then the other one, you just change the mean. Change the mean to 13.33. And this one you get 0.3156. So this is the highest probability. Are you clear?
Yes, miss.
So they can ask you to use the predicted true population mean to count the probability for the population. Are you clear? They can even ask other questions. So those of you who want to try more difficult question other than in the textbook, okay, so please try all the question in the textbook. You please go to Times. I have uploaded some difficult question there. Go and read. So this chapter, in order for you to be able to write your report properly and correctly, you have to read. You have to keep reading and make sure you understand what is it. I'm really trying my best to put it in such a way. Inferential statistic. This is called inferential statistic. It's something that is not as easy as what you think. Okay, so you need to analyze by yourself. This situation is like that, the other situation. So you yourself have to learn how to make comparison. I've tried my best already. Okay. So please look through the two example, the two questions that I try my best to explain it nicely for you. Yeah. Sometimes when in lesson, correct, because I'm too focused on what I want to say to you, there are certain things. I thank some of your friends who pointed out to me. Even when we say it, sometimes we can say it wrongly. Unless you sit down, focus, and do it. Can or not? So all are evidence-based. If I change the samples, if I change the sample, I will get different result. I may get different result. But I have 95% confidence that that most of the 95% of my result are consistent. That is also the meaning of 95% confidence. Get me?
Yes, miss.
Okay, please read and do. No one can help you for this one. That is include your folio. So next week, I'm going to make a discussion on the folio already, I told you. Because you have to submit your folio at the end of August. Actually, we only give you about 2 weeks plus to do. But
What?
I go hand in hand with your S86 so that you have more time. Okay? Thank you, class.
Thank you, miss.
Miss, can I get the code for the class because I joined late just now?
Afterward, I will mark for you. Don't have to worry. Okay?
Okay. Thank you, miss.
Miss,
Yes?
miss, for that day, because I was late in class, it still shows me absent in the.
I haven't go and change yet. So
Oh.
next time, please. Okay, I will change it afterward.
Okay, miss, thank you.